and welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to share WhatsApp product launches from WooCommerce with Pabbly chat flow. So I'm a seller on WooCommerce, and here my objective is that whenever a new product is created on my WooCommerce account, then automatically I should get the customer details from the Google Sheet, and after getting the customer detail, automatically an automated WhatsApp message about the product launch should be sent to my customer through Pabbly chat flow, that is all-in-one WhatsApp communication platform. So here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my WooCommerce with Google Sheets and Pabbly chat flow using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically send new product launch updates from WooCommerce to WhatsApp using Pabbly chat flow. It's a quick and easy way to keep your customers informed and boost engagement. Alright, so as you all know that I run an online store using WooCommerce, and whenever I launch a new product, I want my customers to know about it instantly. So now instead of sending messages one by one, I use Pabbly chat flow to automatically share the product launch updates on WhatsApp. So this helps me reach my audience directly on their phones where they are most active. It saves me time and boosts engagement as more people can see my messages quickly and are likely to check out the new product. It's a simple way to keep my customers informed and excited about what's new in my store. Alright, so here on my screen you can see the WordPress account where I have my WooCommerce account. So now here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to launch a new product over here in my WooCommerce account, then automatically using the customer details from this Google Sheet, automatically an automated WhatsApp message should be sent to all my customers one by one like this. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my WooCommerce account with my Google Sheets and my all-in-one WhatsApp communication platform, that is Pabbly chat flow, to send an automated WhatsApp message to my customers for the new product launch. So now here to build this automation, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect, you have to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as share WhatsApp product launches from WooCommerce with Pabbly chat flow. And now here to giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So I'm going to select my trigger application as WooCommerce, as I'm adding new products in WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is a free plugin for WordPress that lets you turn your website into an online store. So in my WooCommerce trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event task, new product created. Alright, so now you have to selecting so that whenever I'm going to create a new product in my WooCommerce account, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response. Or you can say automatically this entire workflow should get triggered. Alright, so now you have to selecting my trigger event. You can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my WooCommerce account with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my WordPress account. So as you all know that WooCommerce is a plugin of WordPress, and here I've already installed my WooCommerce account over here. So now here to set up a webhook inside my WooCommerce, you need to click on the settings. And then here under settings, you need to select this advanced option. And here under advanced, you need to select this webhooks option given over here. And here under webhooks, we are going to add a new webhook over here. And then here it is asking me for the webhook data. So here I'm going to enter the name as new product launch. And then I'm going to select the status as active. And then I'm going to select the topic as product created. And then here for the delivery URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. And here I'm going to select the latest API version. And then I'm going to click on the save webhook. And with this, we have successfully added a webhook over here inside our WooCommerce account. So let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a webhook ID over here. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our WooCommerce account. So now we are going to recapture the response over here. And here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. So that means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to add a new product over here in our WooCommerce account. So for that, let me all take you back to my WooCommerce account. Here I'm going to click on this product, and from here I'm going to select add a new product. And here under add a new product, I'm going to give a product name as organic aloe vera moisturizing gel, and then I'm going to add the description. And here after adding the description, I'm going to add an image for the product. Here I'm going to select the product image, and here after adding the image, I'm going to add the price for the product as $3.99 over here, and then I'm going to update the product, that is we are going to launch a new product over here. Alright, so let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the details such as the description, product name, product link, and some other details as well. So with this, we have successfully set up a trigger over here. So now once the new product is created, then automatically I want to fetch all the customer details from this Google Sheet. So for that, I'm going to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit, and share spreadsheets online. So in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as get rows. So by using this particular action event, I'm going to retrieve all the rows from my Google Sheet that have my customer details. Alright, so now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly authorization successful. So you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here's asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name customer details. So I'm going to select my spreadsheet as customer details over here. And then I'm going to select the sheet as sheet 1. And then here's asking me to enter the range. So it says enter the range of the sheet here, example A2 to D5. So here I want to retrieve the data for the entire sheet. So I'm going to add the range as A2 to the column C because I want to retrieve all the details over here. So I'm going to enter the range as A2, then I'm going to add a colon over here, and then I'm going to add the column name as C. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. But here before clicking on the save and send test request, I'm going to turn off the simple response button because here I want to receive the response in an advanced format. That means here I want to receive the response in an array format so that array should contain all my customer details. So now I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the array formatted response where we have received the entire details of our customer over here. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after getting the response in array format, what we are going to do is that we are going to retrieve the data from this array format one by one. So now here to do that, we are going to use a feature of Pabbly, that is iterator by Pabbly. So for that, we are going to add another action step over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as iterator by Pabbly. So iterator is a tool in programming that helps you go through items in a collection like a list or a set one by one. So here we are going to use iterator by Pabbly to extract the data from our array. So now here in this action event, I'm going to select my action event as process arrays, and now I'm going to click on this connect. And now here it is asking me to choose the arrays. So here I'm going to choose the array from the response that I've received in my Google Sheets over here. So now here to choosing using the array, we are going to click on the save and send test request, and here you can see we have received the data over here in a separated format. That means the customer name, email, phone number and the row index separately. So now here, using this particular action step, what is going to happen is that one by one it is going to extract the details of customers from that array. So for now, we are going to use this first customer detail from the array to set up this entire automation to send the WhatsApp message for the new product launch. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now here, after receiving the customer details, I'm going to send a WhatsApp message to this customer by using an all-in-one WhatsApp communication platform, that is Pabbly Chat Flow. So for that, we are going to add another action step over here, and here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Pabbly Chat Flow, that is all-in-one WhatsApp communication platform. So here, before connecting my Pabbly Chat Flow account, let me all take you to my Pabbly Chat Flow account. So here I've accessed this Pabbly Chat Flow account from the account windows of Pabbly, and here you can see the dashboard of Pabbly Chat Flow. So here, let me tell you that I've already set up my Pabbly Chat Flow account, and here if you wish to learn that how you can set up your Pabbly Chat Flow account step by step, then you can check out the video available on our YouTube channel for the same. Alright, so here I'm going to use this particular platform to send an automated WhatsApp message to all my customers for the product launch, and here I'm going to send the message through a template message. So here I'm going to access the templates feature of Pabbly Chat Flow. And here in the templates, you can see the templates that I've created using Pabbly Chat Flow till now. So here, if you wish to learn that how you can add a new template in your account, then you can check out the video dedicated to this process available on our YouTube channel for the same. Alright, so here I've already created a template with the name Product Launch New, and here you can see the status of my template as well, that is approved over here. And here you can see the message that I've drafted that says, "Hi one, we have just launched something exciting in our store. 2 is now live. Check it out before it sells out. Tap here to view. This is the link of the product," and it says, "Have questions? Just reply to this message. We are here to help. Thanks for shopping with us, ABC Skincare." Alright, so this is the message that I've drafted over here, and here you can see two variables that I've used over here in the place of this customer name and the product name. So basically, variables makes our text dynamic, and here I've added this variable so that every time a new customer detail is captured, automatically this previously existing detail should be updated with the new one. Alright, so now we are going to use this particular template to send a WhatsApp message to all our customers. So for that, we are going to connect our Pabbly Chat Flow account with Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to select my action event as send template message because I want to send a template message to my customers. And now here, to connect Pabbly Chat Flow with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here, to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Pabbly Chat Flow account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here, to build a new connection, is asking me to enter the API token. Here I've already logged in my Pabbly Chat Flow account, and from here I'm going to click on the settings, and here under settings I'm going to access API and webhooks. Now here under this API and webhooks, you can see the API token over here. So I'm going to generate the new token, and then I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now here, after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here is asking me for the recipient mobile number. So here I need to enter the number to whom I want to send this WhatsApp message. So here I need to enter my customer's phone number. So now here, instead of entering the number manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever you're going to receive a new customer detail over here through this iterator, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So for the mobile number, I'm going to map the mobile number over here, and it says enter the recipient's mobile number with the country code without the plus sign. Ensure the mobile number is active on the WhatsApp. Alright, so let's move forward, and then here is asking me to select the template. So in this template, so by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the templates name over here. So I'm going to select the template that I've created with the name Product Launch New, and now after selecting the template, automatically you can see the header type has been updated over here to the text. Moving forward, here these header params, media, URL and some other fields are not required fields, so I'm going to leave all of them blank. And then here is asking me to enter the body parameter variable 1 value. That means here in this particular field, I need to enter the value for my variables. So first variable is for the customer name, so I'm going to map the customer name over here. And then here it is asking for the second variable, that is product name. So I'm going to map the product name over here from the trigger response that we have received. So this is the product name, and now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. But here before clicking on the save and send test request, I'm going to replace this dummy user number with my original number so that I can receive a WhatsApp message over here. So let me add my own number. Alright, so here I've successfully added my own phone number, and now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully sent a WhatsApp message to our WhatsApp chat. So let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully received a new WhatsApp message over here with a customized customer name, and here you can see the product name as well. So with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected a trigger as WooCommerce and our action as Google Sheets, Iterator by Pabbly and Pabbly Chartflow. So that whenever a new product is created in our WooCommerce account, then automatically using the Google Sheets, all the customers' data is going to be retrieved in an array format, and then automatically using Iterator by Pabbly, it is going to process that array and organize the customer details one by one. And then one by one, an automated WhatsApp message is going to be sent to our customer through our all-in-one WhatsApp communication platform, that is Pabbly Chartflow. Alright, so these were the steps to how to share WhatsApp product launches from WooCommerce with Pabbly Chartflow. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now if you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.